Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Here we go.
Play action on first down. Left side is Haas. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And it was amazing to watch Kewan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Running inside, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Throwing right. He makes a catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
7, Ole Miss, 0.
Here he comes with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Hey, kill it. 776 captain. 776 captain.
Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on third and long, trying to get a receiver open in space, just couldn't come away with it, though. Nice job by the defense, watching the QB's eyes and swatting it down.
Trying to get started. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. In traffic, it's Mobley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. On the run, it's Young.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
From the gun on third down, Carr unloads it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's a give to Frazier. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
A run for the quarterback. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lacy. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and it's stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Rolls right. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Carr. Right side, it's Mobley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Notre Dame 14, Ole Miss 7.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Looking for room, it's Lacey. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Fires to the right. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Straight ahead, it's Williams. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. He is in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Ole Miss, 7.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Still looking to his right. Unloads it left. And it's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. 2nd down to the air.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Oh, pressure's coming. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeps it on the ground. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 14 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Utes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Carr.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and so
He's going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Makes a move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Rebels! Special teams proving to be special. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing, Carr. Moving out to the right. Looking for his man in the middle. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Back's got it on the screen. Got it inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 49.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he made the extra point without problem.
35, Ole Miss 14. Number 35, set to kick off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Hits inside. It's Lacy. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Right back to the well. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The give is to Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Here's Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Moves to his right. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
He's changing the play. Now on the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Play action, C.J. Carr. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Carr. They're all over him. Buried before he could blink.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he puts through the extra point.
That makes the score. Notre Dame, 38, Ole Miss.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Follows his blocks. It's Young. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Looking for a big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Turning it on. At the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down.
Number 14, and your Ole Miss Rebels will take over. 1st and 10.
Rebels offense is back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll give it to him again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Plows his way ahead. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this offense has obviously had success, but, man, they haven't done it on the ground. And late in this football game with the lead, love to see if they can do what they just did. Establish the ground game, let that clock tick.
Stepping to the right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd and long here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
59, Ole Miss, 21.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. 1st and 10.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.